Hello students, welcome you all. So today we are going to discuss theorem 10.3, 10.4, 10.5 and exercise 10.3. Okay, so let's start with the theorem 10.3. The perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord bisect the chord. So here what is given? So let's write the given. Perpendicular from the center of a circle. So here you can see OM is the perpendicular to the chord AB. So it is given that angle OMB equal to angle OMA equal to 90 degree. This is given to us. To prove, what do we need to prove? It will bisect the chord. That means we have to prove that AM equal to BM. AM equals BM. Now we will move to the proof section. Look, we will take these two triangles, triangle AMO and triangle BMO. In triangle AMO and triangle BMO. Now in between these two triangles, what do we have? We have AO equal to BO. AO equals BO by radii of the same circle, and you have OM equal to OM. OM equals OM by common side. Then you have angle AMO equal to angle BMO. AMO equals angle BMO. It is also given. Therefore, you can see right angle, hypotenuse and one side of one triangle is equal to right angle, hypotenuse and one side. So you can write, so triangle AMO will be congruent to triangle BMO, and the region is RHS or right angle hypotenuse side. Therefore, you can write AM equal to BM. So AM equals BM and region is CPCP. Okay, so hence you can write proved. This is what we need to prove, that is AM equal to BM. Hence, what do we know here? We knew here the perpendicular from the center to the chord of a circle will bisect the chord. Okay, so now we'll move to the next theorem, theorem 10.4. So this theorem is also related to the 10.3 theorem. Let's read it. The line drawn through the center of a circle to bisect a chord is perpendicular to the chord. So here you can see the line drawn through the center of a circle. Here you can see center of the circle is O. Line drawn is OM to bisect the chord. That means OM is bisecting this chord AB. That means AM equal to BM is perpendicular to the chord. So we have to prove that angle AMO, this angle, is equal to angle BMO, this angle is 90 degree. So we have to prove. First we write given. Given is AM equal to BM. To prove, perpendicular we have to prove angle AMO equal to angle BMO equal to 90 degree. That is what we have to prove. Now we will move to the proof section. Same, we will take these two triangles, triangle AMO. In triangle AMO and triangle BMO. Now in between these two triangles, look at the figure BMO. What we have equal? AM equal to BM. Just write it. AM equals BM. It is given to us. AO equal to BO by radii of the same circle. Then OM is the common side. You can write OM equals OM common side. So you can write, you can see side of one triangle is equal to side of another triangle. So you can write, so triangle AMO will be congruent to triangle BMO. Region is side. Now, as these two triangles are congruent now, therefore what we can say, angle AMO will be equal to angle BMO. So you can write, so angle AMO equals angle BMO. Region is CPCT. As these two angles are equal, now also we have that these two angles are linear pair, but we can write, but they are linear pair. So as these two angles are linear pair and they are equal, so we can write, so angle AMO equal to angle BMO equal to 90 degree. Why? This for rough I am saying, just as angle AMO plus angle BMO equal to 180 degree. Why? They are linear pair, but it is given that AMO equal to BMO, implies that you can write 2 into angle AMO. Instead of BMO you can write AMO. So AMO plus AMO will be 2AMO. 2 into angle AMO equal to 180 degree. Implies that angle AMO equal to 180 by 2, that is 90 degree. So this is your rough calculation. Okay. So in this way we have proved that angle AMO equal to angle BMO equal to 90 degree. Now we will move to the next theorem, theorem 10.5. There is one and only one circle passing through three given non-collinear points. First of all, let's see what is non-collinear point. Collinear means 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose 4 points are here and they are falling on one line. So we can say they are collinear. If I will draw 3 points and I will draw one line, can you see these 3 points are falling one line? If these 3 points are not falling on these lines, one line, then we can say they are non-collinear. Okay, collinear means they will fall on a line. So here what we have to prove? We have to prove that one and only one circle passing through the three given non-collinear points. So first of all, our first step will be to take three non-collinear points. A, B, C are non-collinear point. Then we can join AB and BC. Second step will be join AB and BC. Now we have joined AB and BC. Our third step will be to find the perpendicular bisector of AB and BC. Draw perpendicular bisector of AB and BC. Now what we have to do? We have to find the perpendicular bisector of AB. You know how to find the perpendicular bisector. Also perpendicular bisector of BC. Okay. Then let them cross each other at point O. Let them intersect at point O. So our fourth step will be let the point of intersection be O. Now you can see, come to this figure here. We had AB, we had BC, we have the perpendicular bisector of AB, that is this line PQ. Similarly, perpendicular bisector of BC, that is RS. Now you can clearly see this PQ and RS are intersecting each other at point O. Okay. Now let me clear this figure for you. Okay. So therefore you can say OA equal to OB. Why? As O point is lying on the perpendicular bisector of AB, therefore all the point on this PQ will be equidistant from A and B. So we can write, so OA will be equal to OB. Similarly, O point is lying on the perpendicular bisector of BC also. Therefore, you can say OC will be equal to OB. OC equal to OB. Now, OB equal to OC equal to OA, as in both the case OA is there, therefore OA will be equal to OB will be equal to OC. Now we have this O is equidistant from point A, O is equidistant from point B, O is equidistant from point C. So O is equidistant from A, B and C. These 3 points we have taken. Now, so we can draw one circle taking O as a center. Okay. So first, now we can, what we can do? We can take O as a center and we will take OA and OB or OC as a radius. Then we can draw a circle. So here we have proved that there is one circle passing through the given 3 points, non-collinear points. But it is also saying that only one and only one. We have proved that one circle can be drawn. Only one. Now we will move to the only one part. Here you can see the perpendicular bisector of two lines, that is AB and BC, are intersecting at one point. Can these two perpendicular bisector intersect at 2 points? So you can write the statements. The perpendicular bisector of AB and BC cannot intersect at more than one point. So there more than one circle cannot be drawn. Okay. So therefore one and only one circle can be drawn through 3 non-collinear points. Okay. So in this way we can justify our statement. Okay. So now we will move to the exercise part. So exercise 10.3, draw different pair of circle. How many points does each pair have in common? What is the maximum number of common points? So what we have to do? We have to draw different pair of circles and we have to find what is the maximum number of common points each circles have. So here we can see 2 circles we have drawn. Can you see any common points? So here no common point. Then we can come to the second case. Here you can see 2 circles are there and they are touching each other at one point. So here you can see, say, one common point. Well, then we will move to the next case, the third case. Here in the third case you can see we have drawn 2 circles, one circle and another circle inside the first circle. Sorry. So here also you can see only one common point is there. So here you can say one common point. Then we will move to the fourth case. So in fourth case you can see this is the fourth case. They are intersecting each other at 2 points. So how many common points are here? So here we have 2 common points. Then we can move to another case possible, that is this case, fifth case. Here you can see one circle is inside the another circle. Here you have no common point, So different case we have discussed and we have seen how many, the maximum number of common point is 2. In this case only this is the maximum number of common points. How many common points? 1 and 2. So 2 is the maximum number of common points when 2 circles intersect. Okay. Now we will move to the next question. Question number 2. So let's read it. Suppose you are given a circle, give a construction to find its center. So we have to construct, you have to write the steps of the construction to find the center. And what is given? Given it u is a circle. So our first step will be to draw two chord. First will be draw two chord. So here you can see there is a circle. In circle, one chord we have drawn, that is AP and CD. So two chords we have drawn. The second step will be to find the perpendicular bisector of each chord. That means we have to find the perpendicular bisector of AB and bisector of CD. Find or draw the perpendicular bisector of each chord. Then the third step will be let them intersect at a point O. Let them means O, the perpendicular bisectors. Let them intersect at O. Now the first step will be O will be the center of the circle. O is the center. So how you can say O is the center? As you can see, O point is lying on the perpendicular bisector of AB. Therefore, O is equidistant from A and B. Okay. Similarly, O is equidistant from C and D. Therefore, you can say taking O as a center and OA or OB or OC or OD as what? As here radius, we can draw the circle. Okay. So these are the steps through which you can find the center of the circle. Now we will move to the last question, question number 3. If two circles intersect at 2 points, prove that their centers lie on the perpendicular bisector of the common chord. So here what is given to us? Given is two circles, O and O dash are the center of these two circles. They are intersecting at 2 points, that is P and Q, and we have a common chord, that is PQ. What we have to prove? To prove is that these OR, not OR, it's PR. PR is equal to QR. So we have to prove that PR equals QR and angle PRO or ORP, you can say angle ORP equal to 90 degree. So this is what we have to prove. So let's move to the proof section. First of all, what we will take? We will take these two triangles, triangle OP O dash and OQ O dash. In triangle OP O dash and triangle OQ O dash. Look at it, OP O dash and OQ O dash. Here we have OP equal to OQ, OP equals OQ, and O dash P is equal to O dash Q, O dash P equal to O dash Q. What is the reason? As OP and OQ are the radii of the circle, similarly O dash Q and O dash P are also radii of another circle. For both, we can give region radii of same circle. Again, OO dash is common for both the triangle. OO dash is equal to OO dash, you can say region is common side. Now you can see three sides of one triangle is equal to three sides of another triangle. So you can say, so triangle OPO dash, look at the figure, OPO dash, OP O dash will be congruent to triangle OQ O dash. OQ O dash. You can give region side, side, side. As both the triangles are congruent, we can write so or therefore angle POQ equal to angle QO POO dash equal to QO dash. So angle POO dash will be equal to angle QO dash. Look at this, these two angles will be equal. Now we will take these two triangle POR and QOR. Now in triangle POR and triangle QOR. Now in between these two triangles we have OP equal to Q. OP equals OQ. Why? Radii. Then angle POR, this angle is equal to angle QOR. We have just proved angle POR equal to angle QOR. Give reason, just proved. Now you can see OR is common for both the triangles. So OR equals to OR. Why? Common side. Therefore you can say triangle, this triangle have taken POR na? So POR will be congruent to angle QOR. So triangle POR will be congruent to triangle QOR. Give region, region is your side angle side, here side angle side, side angle side. As both these two triangles are congruent, we can say RP equal to RQ. So we can say here, hence RP equal to RQ. RP equal to RQ or PR equal to QR, same. This is what we needed to prove. Region is CP, CT. Okay. Half of the thing we have proved. We have to prove this part also. Again, these two angles will be also equal. They are the corresponding angles. So you can write angle ORP. Angle ORP is equal to angle ORQ. ORQ. Okay. Region same, CP, CT. You can write, but they are, look at the figure, ORP angle, this angle, and ORQ, what type of angle? They are on one chord, that is PQ. Therefore they are linear pair. They are linear pair. So their sum is 180 degree. Angle ORP plus this angle, ORQ equal to 180 degree, implies sum is 180 degree and both the angles are equal. Hence angle ORP is equal to angle ORQ equal to 90 degree. So we have proved that this angle is 90 degree and PR equal to QR. Hence we have proved that this is the perpendicular bisector. Okay. So we can write hence proved. Hence proved.